Hey everybody, welcome back to No Jumper News. It's Adam22 here with your man AD. Let's get right into these stories. Just a day after celebrating his 25th birthday, police arrested A Boogie Wit Da Hoodie after cops raided his New Jersey home. According to XXL, a rep for the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office confirmed that A Boogie was hit with charges of unlawful possession of a handgun and possession of marijuana. The search turned up multiple handguns, hollow point bullets, various high-capacity magazines, as well as some weed and other drug paraphernalia commonly associated with the distribution of dangerous controlled substances. His security guard, Quashawn Hagler, and his manager, Sam Kamara, were also arrested. A Boogie, his manager, and his security guard have all been released from police custody as they await trial. The arrest came a day after reports broke that a shooting occurred near Rain Event Space in New Jersey where A Boogie was celebrating his birthday. However, police have stated that his arrest was not related to the shooting incident.
Next story. Less than a month after his passing, the suspect has been arrested and taken into the federal custody for the murder of Dallas rapper Mo3. The Dallas Police Department announced that Keywan Dontrell White, also known as the rapper King Banzo, was booked on a charge of possession of firearm by a convicted felon. He also is being charged with murder. After footage of the scene taken moments before the shooting was released to the public, a witness contacted police and provided information that helped lead to White's arrest. According to the affidavit obtained by Dallas News, Mo3 was killed in broad daylight in November during an incident on the Interstate 35 near Dallas Zoo. He was shot multiple times while running away from his shooter. There was still no word on the motive for the murder or how the two rappers knew each other.
Last story, we're going to talk about some toxic women now. Atlanta police arrested R&B singer Anne Marie in connection to a shooting that sent a man to a hospital after she allegedly shot him in the head. The shooting reportedly occurred on December 1st at the Intercontinental Buckhead Hotel. According to the police report obtained by TMZ, Anne Marie told officers at the scene that the gun had fallen off a table and went off, hitting 24-year-old Jonathan right in the head. She also stated that she and the victim had grown up together and were visiting from Chicago. Cops say that she was very distraught and kept asking if her friend was going to be okay, screaming hysterically to the point of having to be removed from the scene. Anne Marie was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and simple battery. Anne Marie is best known for her song Secret featuring YK Osiris and her 2019 album Pretty Psycho. Her music video for the song Come Over featuring Young Blue was freshly released just 2 weeks ago. Okay, were you familiar with Anne Marie before she shot this fine gentleman in the head, allegedly?
No.
No. Me neither. But you act like you're Mr. R&B guy, so I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't somebody that you've been tracking throughout the R&B circuit for all these years.
That doesn't mean that I listen to all R&B.
I figured that it probably meant you listen to a large percentage of it. But either way, this is interesting. Let me just ask you, off rip, do you think that her story about dropping the gun and it hitting this guy in the head is likely? Because my first instinct, this has got to be a pretty amazingly accurate person. Like, you know, it could be hard. I would assume shooting somebody in the head is hard in the first place. To drop the gun and have the bullet still connect with his head, which is, you know, if you shoot somebody, it's probably where you want to hit him, seems kind of unlikely.
It seems unlikely, but then they saying like she was hysterical. So, I mean, it seems like it's an accident in some way, shape, or fashion, even if she was playing around with it in some way. I don't think like she intentionally tried to shoot the man in the head.
Okay, but if you don't want to go to prison and the cops show up and you just shot your boyfriend in the head, what are you going to do? You're going to say something about, oh, it was an accident. Somehow it was an accident. Somehow I dropped a gun and the bullet still hit him in the head. You're going to act really upset. I'm just saying, I don't know who she is. But if she's a gangster, what would you do? If you flipped out, you shoot somebody in the head and the cops show up. What are you going to say? You're going to say, it was an accident. The gun went off by accident. Oh,
no, I'm driving to Mexico. I'm out of here. They're not going to believe shit when I say.
If the cops show up 2 minutes after it happens, you have no way to get anywhere. What are you going to do? You're going to start thinking of alibis. You're going to think,
I'm going to do this.
You're going to take yourself out. No. Shoot yourself and then say he did it. Right. Okay. Well, that's very smart. Unfortunately, she wasn't thinking that far ahead. Imagine she shot her own arm off just to make the story.
You know what
look
makes
better?
it even worse is that like they don't even work no more because they can tell the trajectory of the bullets and you know what I'm saying, how it would be.
That's what I'm saying. If I could go back in time, I would be like in the mafia in the 40s where like the cops hadn't figured out shit yet and you were able to just get away with whatever.
I always say this. Like, AD just killed somebody on that street and I'm in the newspaper and I can still go to the movie theaters and shit with my friends.
Because when I was thinking about the Mo3 thing, it's like, how on earth could this guy have not gotten caught? Because he allegedly like ran into Mo3 at a gas station, tries to do something to him. Mo3 takes off. All of a sudden they're on the highway. He sprays his shit up. Think about how many cameras there are. I mean, the cameras that are spotting your license plate if you're speeding or whatever on the highway, the cameras at the gas station, the cameras in front of every goddamn person's house in the whole fucking country. I mean, it's just like so... Like, the dude who did that, I don't know what the issue or the tension was or whatever, but I hope it was worth it, because that, like, this is the stupidest dummy mission crime you could ever imagine.
I mean, period. In United States, like, there's no big city you can go to where there's not cameras every fucking corner. So it's like,
Right.
It's retarded now. And they even have, like, I know in Compton, they have like sonar detectors that let you know what area a bullet even came from.
I heard about that in Chicago.
That shit is crazy.
Where if somebody gets shot, they can like triangulate exactly where the noise
exactly
came from so
here.
they can single it out, which is pretty unbelievable. The one other thing I want to say about the Anne Marie thing, though, is there's a lot of people pointing out the hypocrisy about this, because obviously the girls on Twitter are like, yeah, sis, shoot him, ha. But then, like, think about how different the reaction was when our boy Tory Lanez allegedly shot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. You know, they treat him like a fucking war criminal. They won't put him on playlists and stuff. I mean, does seem a little hypocritical here.
That's very hypocritical.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, look, is the guy alive?
Yeah, I think he's all right.
Well, I mean, he ain't got no problem with it.
Well, that's the question, is if he'll snitch.
He's not gonna snitch.
If your girl shot you in the head, would you snitch?
It depends on, is it like my girl, or is it my girl?
I mean, either way.
Pop that bitch back.
Okay, YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all real soon. Appreciate you.